Don, must have been a pleasing result.
Yeah, it was. It was. And I think we had a pretty heavy focus on our contest work, and after an early little patch where it was a bit of an arm wrestle with both teams going at it, and there's fair pressure on the game, I thought in the second quarter we sort of settled well, maintained sort of our rage around the ball, and started to create some opportunities and hit the scoreboard, which was good.
Relief tonight?
Oh, well, it's, I guess difficult week when you have say a lot of focus and attention upon what we're doing as a footy club, but I never lost faith and belief in the players and the character of those guys to respond the way they did tonight. So I'm just wrapped for the players, and they're the guys who get to go and play the game. But they had a really good week on the track. They focused on the things we knew were going to help us create winning, and they executed them tonight. So all credit to them tonight.
There was some really ugly football in that first quarter. What changed the tide, and what turned in the second and the third term?
I just think it's the game. The way the game's being played now, it's not perfect. It's the game with the density, with the ferociousness of the contest, the tackling, the pressure on the ball. It's not, you're not going to get those periods where you're going to have just games flowing up and back. But you just got to hang in there at times, and that was what I was really proud of tonight. I thought we hung in. We didn't get frustrated early when we had some opportunities. We didn't take them, but we just felt like if we kept our shoulder to the wheel, it was going to keep turning, and that's what ended up happening. We just kept creating opportunities, and then slowly but surely we took some of those and hit the scoreboard. So that's just the way the game is now. I don't think you're not seeing many games where it's sort of going end to end. It's times it opens up, and you've got to maximise those opportunities. At other times, you're just in the arm wrestle. That's just the nature of the game.
How important was Brodie Smith breaking things open? Obviously, Eddie will get a lot of plaudits for his 6 goals and his strength of the game. Brodie's 150th, but his ability early to hit targets, and he got that goal that got you going when he took the contested mark, played on and kicked from 55. How important was what he did at that point to get you going?
Yeah, he was. Look, he had a fantastic night, along with a lot of others. And again, I keep saying the same thing. When we play well and we win, the evenness of the contribution from our guys is always there. But Brodie, in terms of his game tonight, he was outstanding. I thought, we saw some real bounce from him. He took the game on, and he obviously finished with a couple of goals and one at a crucial time, as you said. But he's been a fantastic player. 150 games, life member of the club. Outstanding.
And Lockie Murphy, he set the tone with his tackling pressure early. Kicked 3, Eddie got one of his from a free kick. But I thought that's probably as well as he's played for you guys as well. Yeah,
and he's really clear in terms of what his role in the team is, and you saw him execute that tonight. He comes in as a small pressure forward who just competes. He was competing air and ground to a really high level, and those things become contagious. When you're getting players doing that, it sort of bounces off, and the next minute there's more guys doing it, and all of a sudden, it started to really feed our ability to turn the ball over and keep pressure on the ball against Gold Coast. So, I was really wrapped for Lockie tonight.
How did you treat Eddie's milestone before the game? Did you make a big deal of it? Or?
Oh, we had a video for Eddie yesterday, which went a bit longer than most guys' videos because he's got a few more highlights. So I think it was about 8 or 9 minutes of Eddie's, and there's some incredible moments. I mean, he's been an incredible player. We're lucky to have him in our footy club. He's not only a great player, he's a wonderful club person, very selfless, great family man, sets a great example for all of our players. And so we sort of just sat back and enjoyed some of his great moments, and were able to reflect. And then it was over to Eddie, really, what did he want? What did he want it to look like for tonight? And, for him, it's always simple. He just loves playing the game. So it was a pretty simple message from me to go, boys, let's really pay respect, if you like, to both Eddie and to Brodie by coming out and just playing with a real genuine passion about how we want to be. And it was great to see him get the result tonight. It's another example of why he's such a loved player in the whole comp, and a fantastic player.
Update on any clarity on the Wayne Miller injury?
Yeah, Wayne's got an AC at the moment. We're going to get it scanned, but it looks relatively serious. So once we get the scans, we'll be able to put a bit more light on that. But I'd suspect he'll be out for a reasonable chunk of time. At the moment, they can't really estimate, but I'd say it's going to be north of 4 to 6 weeks.
So it's like when Eddie kicks a left foot check side, you got the game. What's the reaction like in the box? Do you do what everyone else does and just sit back and? Well,
you can't. It's hard to. You can't coach that. That's just a unique and rare talent. So all you can do is really sit back and appreciate it with everyone else. I mean, I just think when he kicked it, it was like he's not going to, and then he does, and you sort of go. Unfortunately, with Eddie, you sort of half expect it. But it was a super goal, and as I said, he's a special player.
Goal of the year.
Well, it'd have to be up there. He's got 3 already, so he knows how to kick one.
And who potentially comes in for Miller from the Sample group?
Yeah, probably a bit early to go through that. I mean, we had some game of two halves down there yesterday. So there's some good performances. We've got some guys who are, Miles Paholke was good, in the first half in particular. Paddy Wilson's going well. We've got Tyson Stengel. So there's a few guys down there who, and that sort of, we're obviously going to replacing a running midfielder as well. So we'll have a look at that.
Chase Jones, I suppose, missed.
Yeah, well, Chase missed with concussion, and McHenry with concussion. So both those guys should be available next week.
Jordan Galucci didn't play, did he, this weekend?
No, he didn't play. He was our carryover player. So, I guess with both Chase and Ned being ruled out with concussion, we need to hold someone over. And unfortunately for Jordan, it means he doesn't play. But that won't go against him in terms of selection side of things.
Just the sort of when you needed, obviously the back of a couple of disappointing losses, but playing St Kilda next week on Etihad, Marvel, who are having a great season. So
yeah. Well, the challenges keep coming. I mean, that's the thing. The reality for us is, it was a good, strong win. Playing the way we want to play, and we saw some really positive signs. But it's one win. It gets us 4 points, and it moves us, to 2 and 3. So we're still below the ledger, and we've still got some work to do, and we know that. And we play a side who's flying at the moment. They're 4-1 and sitting on top of the ladder. So the challenges keep coming, and that's the real interesting part of this industry right now. It's there's no one, they're footy tipping sitting down really just picking them off one at a time, are they? They're sitting going, anything can really happen. So it's an exciting season. It's a challenging season for us as coaches and clubs. We get another chance again next week. So build on the work tonight, understand what created it, and bring that same level of effort next week and put ourselves in the game.
How'd you rate Elliot Himmelberg's game tonight? Yeah,
Elliot I thought was solid. I thought, again, I have to go and look in more detail of his game, but I thought he presented the ball well, competed well. Some of his ruck work was good, so we'll assess what that looks like.
And I guess you kicked over 100 points comfortably tonight, which is a good sign for a team that's, I guess, struggled to score so far this year.
Yeah, looking at it's been obviously fairly well documented our scoring side of things. And look, I think I'd be the first to acknowledge that we probably, in terms of our initial ball movement, started the season pretty well, and we slowed down to a degree which is not us. And I thought we saw some of that flow back tonight. So. But each game will be different. Each game will provide opportunities to move the ball. I just thought our guys, through their pressure on the ball, were able to turn the ball over in better spots, which allows you to transition the ball. Last week against North, we were trying to transition the ball from deep because we were losing contests and field position, and so it's just hard out of your D50. And tonight we were able to get a bit of a look higher up the ground, which means you've got some more ground to work with.
Do you know how Wayne hurt his AC joint?
I think it was just in a ground ball. He came in a ground ball and got hit. It was just in front of the bench actually. So I think that was the incident.
And Bryce Gibbs played mostly across half back tonight.
Yeah, different role for Bryce, but we think that's he's a guy back there that's got experience. He reads the game really well. Happy with how he performed.
Do you see that as his position moving forward now?
Well, we know he can play as a mid. We probably just want to expose him a bit of that. So it was good to get a look at him down back tonight.
And obviously Ellis Yeoman and Greenwood were really good in the midfield tonight too.
Yeah, two guys who've done their time at Sanford level, and Hugh performed really strongly last week, and it was great to have him back in the team. I mean, he brings something different to our midfield. There's a big body inside mid and when he went forward looked dangerous as well. So good to have both those guys. They've been in good form, so it was good to see him step up tonight and play well.